Honestly, I feel sorry for this car because I always leave it there for ages and then decide to drive it and I'm like, what's wrong with it this time? But you know, it's been a pain. Honestly, every time I go to drive it, there is something new. RPM. Oh, now it's going to go up to 2,500 RPM. So that was fun, but obviously I need a new IAC valve. And look at the wrap. Like, it's... yeah. So I'm kind of like... I don't want to even drive it. You know, because it looks yuck. And it does shit every time I drive it. So, man, it's like... I think this is a common problem with people that have project cars and stuff like that. Is it's a love-hate relationship. As soon as I've got it painted and the IAC valve on, I'm going to be back in love with it again, aren't I? As soon as I put a new cooling system in it so it stops pissing the coolant out everywhere, I'm going to fall back in love with it, aren't I? Maybe that's just what I chose. Oh well. So I've taken that off. I've cleaned the contacts on the inside of it. I've wound it all the way down. And I've positioned the internal knob all the way... oh, here we go. Oh, there we go. It's creeping its way back up there again. Right, now I've pulled it apart again and taken it off. As you can see, it's pretty dirty on the inside there. You can't get a real good shot on there, but one can try. Throttle body cleaner. That's good for this kind of stuff. Fill it up. Alright, there we are. I just got creative with some screwdrivers and that and my rags. I'll just make this surface flat here and put it back together. I found this hose here I might put on just because everything else is that awful eBay blue. Might as well match it. Okay, I've put it back together. I've got that left adjustable so we can play with it. And then I've got that on there so I can adjust this and tighten it afterwards as well, just in case I need to get a little bit extra out of the TPS. Let's see how we get on. Yeah. Been a couple of weeks since I looked at the Subaru. I've decided to try and fix some of it myself because I can't find a new IAC valve. I've checked all the parts stores, I've tried every parts wrecker that's wrecking one on Trade Me. Seems to be a pretty hard part to source. Found one on eBay for over $400, not so keen on paying that. So we'll see what I can come up with. So I took it off again to check the gasket to make sure it had no breaks in it or anything. It's actually, it looks like a new gasket, so yeah, this thing's just a pain. And I've discovered that part of my leaking issue could be because of this overflow pipe. I don't know why, but it's just pouring out of there. So I'm going to take it off and install my own hose. Hope that solves that issue. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Look what I found when I took this off. Could this have been the radiator coolant issue all along? Bro. Oh my god, what the fuck? What the fuck? I managed to do a pretty tidy job of that, I think. So I ran it in under here and I tied it to the power steering lines. Pops out the other side here, runs up and underneath, and we're in there. So all in all, pretty tidy. Yeah, got rid of this big ugly metal thing here that was all rusty and leaky. In fact, it snapped in half just when I was pulling it out, full of gunk. Now I've got to let that charge up before I can test this. The only reason why I put this back together was because I'm doing this new thing where don't put it down, put it away. Don't put it down, put it away. Because I keep losing stuff. So I'll leave this overnight to charge and we'll come back and see if that's the cooling issue sorted or not. Or if we know what it is, you know, because it means I need a new radiator, but at least I'll know what the problem is. So if you have one of these projector pro charge things from, you know, Repco or Super Cheap, can't remember where I got it from, and it won't charge, this is flashing or won't turn on, like it won't activate, plug in a battery that has a little bit of charge to trick it into thinking that this is a battery, and then it will start working. It's been a real pain trying to figure this out. What kind of charger doesn't charge a flat battery? So we just found a new pink sticker top piece of my IAC valve, so I've replaced the top piece only, and yeah, we'll give this a go, eh? It's been a while since I started again. There's water in here somewhere, I'm going to have to find that. Oh dear. I'll let it warm up and see if it drops. Fingers crossed. It's pretty consistent at 1.5. It's dropping much faster when I do that. I think we might be onto it. Like, all we've got to do is adjust the idle map now and adjust it lower and it should be okay, because it's not fluctuating everywhere like it was, see? No, don't go up and down, just stay down. Yo! Come on, baby, stay like this. Oh, come on. This poor car, look. Look at this. It's obviously getting moisture in here somehow. I need to cover this car. Righto, it's future John here, and I've just been thinking about the WRX and the problem I've got with the idle. That's the main problem at the moment, trying to figure out why it's idling high. It could be a vacuum leak, it could be many things, so I've got to do further testing. Put a crimp in the vacuum line to the brake booster. I've sprayed CRC around the intake manifold and things like that. I've looked at the the throttle body to see if it's closing all the way. I've tried a lot of stuff with figuring out the idle. I've checked the cords tightness on the throttle. I just can't figure it out. I'm feeling pretty dumb, to be honest. It could be the map. I don't know. It could be the map that's tuned into the Haltech. But we'll see. I'll keep following up, and I'll update once I've actually got some progress next time. Peace out.